Forex trading. You've probably heard this word a lot of times, but it is very, very confusing for you to understand, and you really want to learn. And yes, they make a lot of money posting their cars, how much they've made, and to be honest with you, it is true. And in this video, I'm going to explain every single thing that you need to know about trading step by step in 8 simple chapters so that you can become a trader. And you might be like, why should I listen to this guy? Well, my name is Prince and I've been trading for over 3 years, but it only took me 1 year to become profitable. Now, a lot of people take 3 to 5 years before they actually start making money in trading, but because of my own understanding, I can basically translate the way I learned fast and translate it to you guys with simple examples and simple definition. So this video is completely for you if you want to understand trading from 0 to 100. So without further ado, let us begin. Chapter 1. What exactly is Forex trading? Let me explain Forex trading in the most simplest way you can understand. Trading is basically buying something at the most cheapest price and then selling it at the highest price. So let's say, for example, you went to a farm and then you got 100 pieces of banana for just $50, right? So there were 100 and you got them for $50. Now, when you went back to where you stay, you decided to sell those 100 bananas for $100, right? So what did you do? You basically bought something at a cheap price and sold it at a higher price. That's the same thing with Forex trading. We trade different currencies. We buy a currency at a cheaper price and then we sell it at a higher price than it was before. Okay, so let me give you another example with one of the 2 most popular currencies, Euro and the dollar. Okay, so as of today, if you convert €1 into dollar, it's about $1.60, right? So that's basically the price of the euro against the dollar. So let's say, for example, you predict that, okay, within the next week it's going to be $1.70. Well, that's actually how Forex trading is. You bought it at a cheaper price for $1.60 and now it is currently $1.70. Chapter 3. The trading apps. You only need 3 free apps downloaded on your mobile phone or your laptop to actually start trading. So each of these apps serve a vital purpose in your trading. The first app is going to be used for your trading analysis. The second app is going to use to actually place the trade. The third app is where we deposit and withdraw our money. The first app is going to be TradingView. The second app is going to be MetaTrader 5, and then the third app is going to be a broker. The link to InstaForex will be in the description as well as in the first comment section. It will be pinned there. So go and check a look at it. Go and click the link and install it, right? Chapter 3. How to actually open a broker account. Okay, so now opening a broker is actually one of the simplest things. You basically need to have your email, your address, and your number. It's the same thing as you opening this YouTube or as you opening a TikTok account. Is not that difficult. So the first step is that easy, right? You don't even need to exit this video. You don't even need to go and search it. All you have to do is basically go to the comment section and click on the first link. You basically see a link that is pinned by myself, written, whatever is written is basically link. Just click on it and it will take you directly to this page. Okay, and once you reach to this page, all you have to do is do these 3 steps and you'll have opened a brokerage account. It doesn't even take 1 minute. Now, once you sign up, you'll see the website, which is the Valitex website, as seen on the top left hand side. There'll be a sign up there, right? Sign up there, and then there'll be already have an account. So if you already have an account, just in case later you want to sign in, you basically click here, right, after creating an account. So the first thing you have to do is obviously put your email. So after putting your email, you enter your password, and after entering your password, you put your full name. Then after putting your full name, right, your name and your surname, you add your phone number, right? So remember, the phone number has to be based on your country. So if you're from the Netherlands, New Zealand, Niger, Norway, I'm from Nigeria, so it starts with a +234, right? And then Norway starts with +47, right? Just to give you guys context. So if you're South African, I'm pretty much sure it's +27. Yeah, it's +27, right? And then after doing all that, all you have to do is enter the number they say you should enter. and then you click on confirm. Once you press sign up, you'll see this page where it will be written verify your account, right? So you put your full name. I basically used a fake name and a fake Gmail, right, just for this educational video, right? So I used David Jackson, and then my email is flippro79_gmail.com, right? So now all you have to do is complete verification, and they'll send a code to your Gmail, right? So whatever Gmail you use, they'll send a code to that Gmail. So all you have to do is press complete verification. Okay, now once complete verification, there will be the last step, which is KYC verification, right? So we have covered register, we've covered confirm and email, phone number, right? So now it is KYC verification. Once you click complete KYC, you basically see this profile KYC, right? So all you have to do is choose passport, driving license, or national ID, and then add the image here. So you see photo, you see take photo, you see choose file. So choose anyone. And then the last one is not verified. Use face verification, right? So this face verification makes things easier, simpler, and just is one of the best. Just like when you're opening a bank account, you basically need your ID to open, you need your proof of residence and all that. So that's the same thing with the broker. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys how to use the app, right? So first things first, I would like to start where is written account from, down that part, right? So as you can see, there is account, and next to accounts there is real. So this real is basically real account, which is real money. Then there is demo account, which is virtual money, right? So it's fake money that we can use to trade, right? So I'll just help you guys create a demo account, which is fake money, so that you guys can start trading, right? So the first things first, you have to press the add plus sign, right? So you basically add plus, you press the plus sign, and then they'll ask you real or demo, MT4 and MT5. MT4 is MetaTrader 4, MT5 is MetaTrader 5, but MetaTrader 5 is the more updated version. It's basically the better, the newer the better, right? We all know that, right? So after that, you're going to choose demo account, right? So demo real is basically real money, demo is fake money, right? So you're going to choose demo account, and then you're going to press choose, right? So you're going to put the name of the account. We'll just say beginner practice account, right? And then you can specify the balance. So we'll just put we'll just say starting balance, let's start with $100, right? USD. So like USD is basically one of the things we use most of the time, so you don't need to change the currency. So we're going to create a trading password now, right? It's a trader password. So all we are going to do is basically, I'll just make this at capital letter B, and then beginner Forex 1 at beginner Forex 1, right? And then investors password, skip that one, you don't need to do. Referral code, you can use my referral code, 6894212, right? But you can also skip that part, I'll just skip it, right? And then you press create. Okay, once you create the account, you basically see you go to demo account, and then you'll see it here, right? So as you can see, this is the demo account, beginner practice account. It's down at the bottom with the $100. Now that you've created the account with InstaForex, in chapter 4 I'm going to explain to you guys how to connect the broker that is newly created to this MetaTrader 5, where we're going to spend 90% of our time. So let me show you guys the app. Chapter 4, how to connect your broker to your MetaTrader 5. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to connect this beginner demo account to your MetaTrader 5. Remember, we created this account, so now I'm going to show you guys how to actually connect these two accounts. So the first things first is you're going to click on trade, right? So when you click on trade, they're going to ask trade in MT5 or trade in the app, right? Just like I said earlier on, we are trading in MetaTrader 5, so all you're going to do is click on trade in MT5. If you don't have MT5, they'll directly to Play Store, but if you have MT5, it will take you directly to MT5. All you have to do is paste the password that we created earlier on. So underscore, capital letter, beginner Forex 1, and then we press sign in, and then voila, the $100 account is here, and everything is clear, right? There's the settings tab, the history, the trade, and yeah, this is how you connect your MetaTrader 5 to your broker. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you guys a step-by-step breakdown on how to actually use MetaTrader 5. Chapter 6, how to actually use MetaTrader 5. Now, MetaTrader 5 is one of the most used apps out there and one of the most easiest apps to use. So basically, the only thing you need to do is follow these steps, and by the end, you become a professional in using MetaTrader 5. Okay, the first one is going to be the quotes tab. Now, you can see this BH, USD, BTC, JPY. Now, these are cryptocurrencies. Now, to delete them, all you have to do is click on the pencil icon, right, and then click on all these buttons here, and then you'll basically be able to remove every single thing that is there, right? So we basically trade forex. So all you have to do is come here and then search, come to standard, and then forex, and then you'll see all different types of forex pairs, right? So for example, if I say, guys, we are about to trade JBP CAD, what you have to do is come to the search bar, right, in your right top corner, and then type JBP CAD, and then you will see it, Great British Pound versus the Canadian dollar. Once you find it, then that's basically the pair, right? So to enter the pair, all you have to do is press chart, and then you will be in this interface. Now, this interface might look very complicated to most beginner traders, but this is what we as forex traders use to basically analyze the forex market. So in this video, I'll still explain a lot that you guys can understand from this, right, from so you guys can be able to understand and all that, right? So to add more, you can basically type the currency pair of your choice. So I'll just give you guys an example, JBP NZD, and then it will appear right at the bottom. To enter, all you have to do is press charts, right? So is that clear? Once you're done with the quotes tab, the other one is the charts tab, and this is basically where we look at the charts and look at candlesticks. Now, it might be confusing, but later on in this video, I'll still explain what it actually is. So on the top left hand side, you basically see this H4. Now there's M1, M5, M15, M30, M1. These are called time frames, and as we continue in this course, they'll be talked about most of the times, right? So after knowing this, all you have to do, you'll see this green and red candlesticks. They might be confusing at first, yes, but as time goes on, you will basically understand them, right? And then if you look to the right hand side, you see basically different numbers at the side. Those are called pips, and this is what the where we make our money from. So each price movement from, let's say for example, so if the market moves from this point to this point, right, this is how we as traders make money from this price movement, right? So if the market moves from this point to this point, which has moved a certain amount of pips, and this is how we will make money as traders, right? So let me give you guys a quick example of how this thing actually works, right? So the lower the time frame, right, the more the quantity of things actually happens, right? So as you can see on the 1 minute time frame, everything is happening actually fast, because each and every single candlestick you're seeing here takes 1 minute to happen, right? So let me just wait for a minute, and then you will see a new candlestick form. I'll just wait for a minute, and then you will see another candlestick forming. Okay, as you can see, the next minute, another candlestick formed. This just comes to show that each and every single candlestick that's on the 1 minute time frame is 1 minute, right? So if you go over to the 5 minutes, same thing applies. Each and every candlestick that is here is on the 5 minutes. If you go to, it takes 5 minutes, and if you go to the 4 hour time frame, each and every candlestick takes 4 hours to open and close. On the daily time frame, each and every candlestick takes 24 hours to open and close. On the weekly, the same thing applies. So let's go back to the daily. So now we have these two buttons, right? So if you look at the top, at the left hand side, this is what we'll be using. There's this box type of thing. You'll see sell, and then you'll see buy in between. Right, in between them, there is these numbers, right? So this is what we call a volume. This is a lot size, and it basically calculates the quantity of trades we are going in, right? So the volume in which you are going to trade in, right? So do you want to enter in a huge amount, or in very tiny amounts, right? So the huger the lot size, the more money you're actually risking. So let's say for example, you put a 50, and then you press sell. right? And then you put a 5, and then you press sell, and then you put a 0.5. So the lower, the less the money you're risking, right? And the less money you'll obviously make, right? So this is how it will be looking like. As you can see, on the 50, you have risked more, right? So that's 43 minus $43. On the 5, you have risked more than $3, and then on the 0.5, you have risked more than 0.40 to 0.61, right, currently, right? So the bigger the lot size, the bigger the money you will lose, right? So let's say, for example, that's basically how trading is, right? So we're basically guess not predicting, but like there's some certain strategies that help us predict where the market could potentially go, right? So these strategies are what we use to basically not only enter but also have, place our stop loss and stuff like that, right? So as you can see here, I entered for sales, and because the market formed a green candle, we are in a red right now, right? So this lot size really matters, right? So you can adjust your lot size and everything. Now I'll still show you guys how to actually adjust the lot size and do all those type of things, right? So right now, to close the trade, all you have to do is swipe from the right hand side to the left hand side and then close, sell 50 by market lot size, right, with 50. Okay, and then you do the same thing, you press on this, and then you basically close the trade. Does it make sense, right? So yeah, that's basically how trading is, right? So now if you want to sell, same thing applies. If you sell from this point, you will be in the trade, right? You'll be initiated in the trade, right? So that's basically how trading actually is, right? So if you come to the trades tab, that's basically where you see your floating trades, your balance, your equity, your margin, and every single thing you need to see, right? And if you want to close the trade, if you're in profit, you see close all profitable positions, and it will close all the profitable positions, right? That's basically how it is. And then there's history tab. So this is a demo account. There's nothing too crazy. You will see all the trades you have taken so far. Okay, so that's basically how to use MetaTrader 5. So another thing you have to learn how to do is put your stop loss and your take profits, right? So if you sell here and you want to put your take profits or stop loss, all you have to do is click on this tab, click on the sell, right, where you press sell, right? So you basically click on that sell button, and then you see SL and TP down at the right bottom side. So let's say, for example, you put your SL, right, and then you put it above, and then your TP stands for take profit, your amount you're willing to make, and then SL, the amount you're willing to risk, right, where you are willing to lose, right, with calculated risk. This is the SL. Right, this is stop loss, and this is take profit. All you have to do is click on the blue arrow at the top right corner and then press modify. Right, so once you've modified the position, you come back to trade, and then you can modify position again, right? So based on what, maybe for example, I tell you to, like based on where I tell you to place your stop loss, that's basically where you place your stop loss. So if I say place your stop loss at 9 2 or 6,000, that's basically you place a stop loss. If I say place a stop loss at 9,500, that's basically where you use place your stop loss, okay? Chapter 8, how to use TradingView. Now it is time for me to show you how to use TradingView like a pro. So the moment you open the app, the first thing you see is SPX, NDQ, DGI, VIX, DXY, right? These are called indices, and then the next things are called, under that you will see stocks, and then under stocks you see features. Now the main thing that we trade as forex traders is obviously forex, right? So you'll have to delete everything, right? So if to delete them, you start from the right hand side and then swipe all the way to the left hand side to delete these apps, okay? Right, so we'll have to delete every single app here. Okay, and then we'll leave only forex pairs, right? So right, so the only pairs that we'll be leaving us for is forex pairs, right? So all you have to do to get the forex pairs is come to the
plus sign and then come to Forex, right? Once you come to Forex, all you have to do is come to all sources and then type or vendor, and then we'll find a vendor, right? So this is another broker, but we still it still has the same thing as our broker that we used initially. So you basically add the currency pair of your choice, right? So let's say, for example, I'm like, guys, let's add JBP CAD. You basically add JBP CAD right there, right? So what this is mainly for is to basically do your trading analysis, right? So this, as you can see, this is similar to TradingView. It has the green and red candlesticks, but the only difference that we use this to analyze. We don't place our trade here, just use this to analyze, and then we go over to MetaTrader 5 and then we analyze from here, right? So let's say, for example, I want to add JBP CAD, right? If you look at JBP CAD here, it is at 1.841, right? If you come back here, you'll see that it is also at the same price, right? So this is the same thing. If you come to the 1 minute chart, you'll see that the market is moving at the same way, right? It moves exactly similar to the way the 4 hour time frame, the MetaTrader 5 time frame is. There's no difference. The only difference is that here we come here to basically buy and sell, but everything is being done here. Okay, everything is being done here. This is where we do our analysis and everything, right? So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to use this app as a absolute beginner. So the first things first, you guys need to understand is time frames, and as we go over in this video, I'll still explain time frames. So time frames is this one, and all you have to do is click on it, right? And then you'll see different time frames. Now what I want you to do is basically I want you to hold on the 1W and then click on add to favorite. You just click on the star, right? And then go to the days and then 1D, then hold on it till you see this add to favorites. Then you click on the star, then do the same thing for the 4 hour time frame. Hold till you see add to favorites. Do the same thing for the 2 hour time frame. Do the same thing for the 1 hour time frame. Then you'll do the same thing for both the 30-minute time frame and then the 50-minute time frame, right? So that's basically what we'll use for it, right? So once you have done that, another thing that you have to do is basically come to this pencil shaped tool, right? And then you have to also come to this rectangle and then hold it for long until you see its favorite, and then you'll need this path tool as well. Hold for long, and then yeah, so remember, you come to this pencil, hold for long till you add it to favorite. You add this, you add the path tool to favorites. The next thing you have to do is come to tools, right? Once you come to tools, come to trend lines. Okay, so you're going to add horizontal line. Hold for long and then you add star, and then you're going to add horizontal ray. Hold for long, then you add favorite, and then you come to trend line. Hold for long, then you add favorite. And the next thing we're going to be putting in is going to be the forecasting measurement tool, right? So we have long position, and I'll explain what these all tools are meant for. Then we'll add to favorites, right? You'll add that as well. And then the next thing you'll also add is going to be the rectangular tool, of which you have already added, right? So now that we have one of the most, and then the next, last but not least, almost forgot, is the text tool, right? So all you have to do is hold for long as well, then add favorites. Now we have the main apps that we need, right, to start trading, right? So it is the rectangular tool, right? This is going to be very important. We have the path. This is going to be important as well. And then we have the horizontal ray, right? So in this course, when you see me using any of these tools, remember how I add them and try and duplicate how everything I use on these things, right? And then we have this as well. I'll still explain what this is. This is called a position size. So let's say I want to buy. I'll basically use the long one. So this green part is the take target, which is take profit. This red part is the stop loss, which is stop loss, right? So if I put it here, this is used to basically show your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit, right? So let's say, for example, GBP CAD, I want to enter here. I'll basically put it down here, right? And then put my stop loss above and then put my take profit down, right? So this is the short position, right? Then I'll come to MetaTrader 5 and then I will place the trade, right? Either I'll just press sell, I'll press sell, right? So once I press sell like that, I'll look at where I put my stop loss here. So as you can see here, I initially put my stop loss. This is the entry. So I initially put my stop loss at 14200. Let's just say I put it 1.8 for 200, right? So I'll come stop loss 148 200, right? And then maybe then this is your take profits over here, right? So this is the take profit right here, right? So this is the take profit 1.8400, and then you basically come here and then you basically place it as well, right? 1.84400, right? So this is it here, right? So this is basically a measurement tool that measures your take profits and your stop loss, right? So it's very handy. So we'll be using it very much in this text. And then we have the text tool. The text tool is basically used to write some important things, right, while we analyze. So that's basically the simple part, right? So if you want to remove a Forex app, all you have to do is swipe and then you press the delete. If you want to add, you come here, Owenda, make sure you come to Forex, then Owenda, then you choose the currency pair of your choice.
So now that you guys basically know how to use MetaTrader 5, you're seeing how the apps work, how the app works and everything, you know everything. I basically want to show you guys a step-by-step guide on how you guys can actually trade the way I actually trade. Every single thing will be included. So now let me show you guys how I actually trade from scratch. Okay, so for now, I don't need you to pay attention to what this is. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to show you. Let's say this is the ceiling, right? This is the C. I'll just put a C there. And then say this is the floor. I'll just put an F there, right? And then we have a soccer ball, right? We have a soccer ball because basically it's the World Cup season. I just want to use a soccer ball example. So let's say this is a soccer ball, and within these two levels, right, within this, the ceiling and the floor, whenever the ball comes to the ceiling, what will obviously happen? If you throw the ball up to the ceiling, like if you just literally throw a ball up to the ceiling, what will happen? It will bounce back from the ceiling and go down, right? Easy. And same thing applies for the floor. If you throw the ball down in the floor, it will bounce down from the floor and go up, right? That's basically easy. But now the thing is, in Forex there's something similar to that, and we basically call this support and resistance. Now this up part, this C, is what we call the resistance, right? Is what we call the resistance. Sorry for my handwriting. And then this down part is what we call the support. Here, right? Now other people like to call them order blocks, but they use so much hard words for no reason. Now this is basically the ICT community, and we don't trade ICT because they complicate things, and we don't like. It doesn't matter whether they complicate things, because simplicity is what will actually make you profitable, right? So now let me erase everything and show you guys the real strategy, right? Okay, so now looking at this chart, one thing you can see is that there is multiple touches at this point over here. So I'll just use this blue marker and show you. There is multiple points in this blue marker right here. Now this is the same thing with the support and resistance strategy. For a level to become a floor or a ceiling, it must have 3 touches. It must have 3 touches for it to be classify it as a floor. So as you can see here, we have 1, we have 2, and then we have our third touch. So that means this could be classified as a floor, also as the support, right? And from this place right now, as you can see, the market first came here, it went up, it came back down to the same place, it went back up, now it came back down right now. What do you think will happen? Yes, I think you guessed it right. The market has a high chance of it going back up and then creating other candlesticks like this, right? And then so basically, in normal trading terms, what you do is basically you enter from this point, and then once you enter, it will go in your direction, right? The chances are in your favor. Why? Because it has done that previously at the past. So we're basically looking at for places or areas where the market has rejected previously in the past. That's why we're constantly looking to the left hand side, and then once we find those areas, we draw them, wait for the market to come to them, and then we enter. So now this is a support example. Let me show you guys a resistance example. Okay, so previously I explained the floor part, which is the support. Now I'm explaining the resistance. Now as you can see, we have we have 1, 2, 3 touches, meaning that this is a solid area of resistance. Now most of the times we draw boxes. I'll show you an example of here on TradingView app. We use boxes to draw all these boxes, and once you draw these boxes, it's basically an area, right? And it is the ceiling. So most of the times what will happen, once the market comes here, it will have a chance to like drop and then drop. But the thing is, the truth is, should I be honest, it does not happen all the time. The truth is, it doesn't happen all the time, and there's a way to actually avoid losing money. Let's say, for example, the market comes here. Instead of entering, there's something that we wait for, and that something is called a wick rejection. Now, this one is a buying rejection, right? So it means that you should buy, right? Because the market is rejecting, and then there is the selling rejection, right? That means you should sell, right? So this is a confirmation. Once the market reaches to this level, you wait for this thing. So let me give you guys a quick example, right? I'll give you guys a quick example. For example, here you can see that this is a long wick, right? It has a long wick. It's kind of like an arrow pointing to the downwards, and this is kind of like an arrow pointing to the upside, right? So here, this is a sign for you to sell because it showed a long wick. That means the market was green, and then sellers pushed the market down, so you can basically enter from this point. So once the market reaches to your ceiling or your floor, you have to wait for either a rejection. If it's in a support, you have to wait for this type of rejection. If it's in a resistance, you have to wait for this type of rejection.